What's up, War Report family? We are back with another weekly edition of Facts or Not, brought to you by RogueShop.com. Fellas, y'all ready to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
This episode of Facts or Nah is brought to you by Rogue Shop. Looking to reduce stress or improve your quality of sleep? Rogue Shop has you covered with a wide range of premium products, including gummies, bath salts, and oils. Go to RogueShop.com and use code RAPPORT when you check out. That way, they know we sent you. All right?
All right, fellas. Well, let's get it kicked off like this. Facts or nah? Auburn will have at least 2 special teams touchdowns this upcoming season. What are we feeling?
I'm going facts on this one. And this year, they're going to come on kickoff return and punt return. It is time to end the drought at kickoff return and punt return. We've got to get it this year. I feel like there's a ton of speed on this team. According to Robbie Ashford, this is the fastest team in the history of college football. So one of them's going to return one for a touchdown. I'm going facts on this one.
Yeah, I'm going facts on this as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we do with punt return. We've had some guys back there in the past, and I'm looking for someone to break out this year and definitely take one to the house. I actually think we'll actually do maybe another score on a punt block, something like that. So I see us doing that again next year, especially against one of our cupcakes. We tend to be very aggressive on special teams when we play weaker opponents. So I expect something of that nature to happen. So facts.
I'm going to go facts as well. Auburn, they always seem to get a blessing in the forms of special teams throughout this season. And I think if Auburn's going to win as many games as I think they're capable of, they're going to need help on the special teams front. And maybe 2 kick blocks return for touchdowns and maybe 2 punts. But I also can see Auburn taking one to the house via punt or kick return as well. I'm going facts.
I think I'm going to have to go clean sweep on this one and say facts. I think, listen, there's just something about Jordan-Hare Stadium that produces some sort of magic right when you need it. So I think right when Auburn's looking like it's not going to be their game, they're going to pull something out of their hat and make something happen. So we're going to go facts on this one, at least 2.
Gentlemen, facts or nah, an Auburn player will record at least 55 solo tackles this season. What do you think?
I'm going to go nah. I'm seeing more of a group effort. The last couple of years, it's been the Zacoby McClain show in the tackle category. He's gone. So barring injuries, I expect us to spread the love a little bit more in the tackle department. So I'm going nah on this one. I don't think anybody gets there solo.
I'm going to go nah on this one as well. I think Owen Papo has the ability to be that guy, but his health, is he going to be able to play every game this season, or will he be asked to take on as big of a role as he may not need to this year? I think with the emergence of guys like Cam Riley and Eugene Asante and a very strong defensive line, a stronger defensive line than a year ago, I think it's going to be spread out a little bit more. I'm going nah.
I am going to go facts on this one. I think that we're going to have a stud linebacker emerge this season that will lead us in tackles. And we're going to have somebody who's going to step up and fill that Zacoby McClain size hole right there in the middle of our defense. 55 tackles by 1 Auburn player. Let's book it. Facts.
I can't wait to see it. I hope it happens. But in the meantime, I'm going nah on that. I expect us to be playing a lot of guys, different new bodies on this team, guys looking to step up. And I like what we're doing on the defensive line. Again, new faces at the second level at linebacker. I expect it to be a group effort. And as a result, not a lot of chances to get that 55 tackles solo for the year. I'm going to go nah here.
All right, guys, facts or nah? Auburn will have at least 8 players with double-digit receptions this season.
I'm going to go facts on this one. We had 8 last year. I think that there's a possibility that we do have 8 again this year. I look for us to have at least 2 tight ends with double-digit receptions this season. So I do think that we do have a possibility of getting 8 different players, including some running backs in there, with double-digit receptions, the increased screen game that I'm hoping to see this year, and a little bit more accuracy on our short and intermediate passing game. 8 double digits reception, folks. Facts.
Come on, guys. I'm I'm going facts on this one. With potentially a new signal caller at quarterback this season, I expect the ball to be spread around a lot more. I expect the completion percentage to be north of 60%, which means hella guys catching everything that's thrown their way. I'm going facts on this one. We'll probably have about 10 to 11 guys in double-digit catches. Boogie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the guys and go facts here as well. I definitely expect improved play from the quarterback position, and I'm looking forward to seeing us utilize one of the strongest groups on this offense, and that's the tight end room. I'm looking to see what Landon King does. I expect him to have double-digit receptions this year, especially him lining up as a tight end or a wide receiver. I've heard that they want to get the ball to Tank out of the backfield through the air, so I expect more passes to our running backs, and I'm excited to see what we do with our new receivers, and I'm really excited about the wide receiver room with our latest additions. I think we'll easily get to at least 8 players with double-digit receptions, so facts.
I'm going to go facts as well. I think 3 running backs have a solid chance to get 10 receptions this year. I also think 4 tight ends have a chance, especially if you count Landon King in there with John Samuel Shanker. And look, just for context here, Tyler Fromm had 8 last season. Luke Deal had 9. And then when you throw in the wide receivers getting the ball at a higher clip, I think this is an easy one. I'm going facts.
Well, you guys know what time it is. It's time for our RogueShop.com fan question of the week. This week's fan question comes from our guy, Wilson_101 on Twitter, and he asks, facts or no, Auburn football finishes in the top 6 in the conference standings this season. What do we think about this one?
I am going to say nah on this one. I think we come close. I think we're probably going to hover right around the middle of the conference, 7th, 8th in the conference this season. I would love to see us finish higher than that. I just don't know that we're quite there yet. The Auburn fan in me wants to say facts on this one emphatically, but I'm going to say no.
Well, shoot, I'll do it. Facts. All right, I'll say it emphatically. I expect a 2-game improvement next season, which puts us at 8-4, which actually puts us right around that 6th spot. I think we come in at 6. I definitely think we will take another step in year 2 of the Harsin era. In fact, a lot of second-year coaches have done just that in our conference currently. So I expect that, and I think that lands us around that top 6. Not higher. Not a bad take, Ike, but I'm going to go with 6 here. Facts.
I'm going to go nah. I do think Auburn looks better as a unit, especially on offense throughout the season, but I don't think they do enough just with how their schedule is looking going into 2022. And a lot of teams throughout the SEC have an easier path to a top 6 conference finish than the Auburn Tigers. I think 6-6 is about where this team is. If they overachieve 7-5, that could get them there. But right now I'm going to go no.
Well, Auburn has the hardest schedule in the country next year, so logically I have to go facts. Come on, man. Listen, 7-6 was good enough for 6th in the conference last year. 7-6. We went 6-7 last year. I expect us to be 1 game better. Now, it's possible that we could tie at 7-6 and could be considered 7th on the tiebreaker. But I'm going to sunshine pump a little bit here and go facts. I think Auburn gets the 1 more game they need. There are a lot of teams on the schedule that we beat already, and I'm not sure that those teams that we beat already got better this offseason. I think Auburn definitely did, so I'm going facts on this one. Well, that's it for another great edition of Facts or Not, brought to you by RogueShop.com. Check them out for all your herbal supplement needs, and be sure to use code REPORT for 10% off. Guys, we want to hear from you, so if you want to get your question featured on this segment, hit us up. #FactsOrNot on Twitter or Instagram, and we'll see if we can get your question in next. Other than that, you guys know where to find us. We are the War Report on most social media platforms, TW Report on TikTok. Those we're signing off, and as always, Warren.